Meghan Markle wear your clothes on Christmas Day?
She did. I mean, she looked so beautiful. It was such
look at all because the Beckhams are a pretty intimidating couple.
No, I wasn't at all.
Nobody expected the room to freeze that night. Victoria Beckham, the woman who perfected silence for 2 decades, just said 12 words that cut like a knife. I kept quiet too long. People need to know what she did. No name. Didn't need one. Everyone knew exactly who she meant.
Beckham has claimed that Meghan Markle was irritated when she found out that Victoria Beckham was richer than her. It says she...
One of London's most prestigious galas. Victoria's supposed to hand out an award, say something polite, smile for the cameras. Simple. But halfway through her speech, she pauses, leans forward, and drops a statement so final, an 11-second recording hits the internet before the event even ends. By morning, millions of views. Because when Victoria Beckham breaks her silence, something serious happened. Victoria didn't just help Meghan when she entered royal life. She opened doors most people will never see. Sent her a contact list worth millions, stylists who only work with A-listers, PR experts who make problems disappear. This wasn't casual advice. This was access you can't Google. Victoria even sent designs from her fashion line directly to Kensington Palace.
The same circle that stopped answering her calls long before the public ever noticed.
Let Meghan choose pieces for fittings. That's not something Victoria offered just anyone. Her brand was already established. She didn't need celebrity endorsements. She chose to do this. Meghan Markle enters the most scrutinised family on earth. New country, brutal press, zero clue how to survive it. Victoria Beckham, she'd survived worse. Tabloids camping outside her house, every outfit dissected, marriage under a microscope. So she reached out, personally. And for a while, it looked golden. Wimbledon photos showed them whispering, laughing, comfortable, like they had their own little world. Nobody watching could have guessed what was coming. Something shifts. Small personal details about Meghan start appearing in the press.
Okay, he's like under a light, kind of reading over his script, and she's cackling, and she was like, "Happy World Mental Health Day."
The more I'm being told from my sources at Netflix about how furious.
Not dramatic headlines, just whispers. Targeted whispers. Someone close was talking, and behind the scenes, one name kept coming up. Victoria Beckham. Now, to most people, that sounded ridiculous. Victoria had spent years protecting her own privacy. Why would she risk everything by leaking? But here's the thing about suspicion, it doesn't need proof. It just needs a spark. And once that spark lit, Meghan pulled away. Completely. Quietly. Texts that used to get answered in minutes. Radio silence. And the wildest part, no fight. No blow-up. The friendship just crumbled in complete silence.
Go all in on Victoria Beckham, her arch rival.
By the time Meghan and Harry stepped back from royal duties, the Beckhams had vanished from the circle. Not gradually, completely. One person who knew both families said it perfectly. It was like flipping a switch. One day, close. The next day, strangers. No joint appearances, no friendly photos. The Beckhams had been erased like they'd never existed. And through all of it, Victoria said nothing. She focused on her work, her family. On the surface, it looked like she'd moved on. But this was someone who'd been hurt and was dealing with it by staying silent. Here's the moment that truly cut deep. Victoria had been preparing a children's hospital fundraiser. Not just putting her name on it, she'd invested months, her own money. She was all in. Organisers were thrilled when Meghan agreed to co-host. A duchess standing beside Victoria Beckham. That's visibility. Donations. It was supposed to be perfect. Until weeks before the event, Meghan told organisers Victoria's name didn't align with the vision. An email allegedly from one of Meghan's aides surfaced. Per the Duchess's request, please consider alternative fashion sponsorship. Just like that, Victoria's name vanished from the posters. All those months of work, erased, no warning, no phone call. She just found out for Victoria this wasn't about business.
And so then I just judge, or I hate to say judge.
This was personal. She'd opened doors for Meghan, shared her contacts, her world. And now she was being erased from a charity project like she was a liability.
This, in her mind, was the comeback moment. The grand "I'm still that girl" entrance.
People who know Victoria say this was her wake-up call. This wasn't about leaked information or misunderstandings. This was about being useful when needed and disposable when not. Then late one night, a 14-second audio clip hit the internet. A woman's voice, calm but sharp, said, "She's lucky I don't say what I know about her." The uploader claimed it was Meghan talking about Victoria. Whether it was real or fake, the clip spread like wildfire. 6 million views in hours. Even Meghan's most loyal supporters started to hesitate. One of her biggest fan accounts deleted their tweet praising her, replaced it with, "If that audio is real, I don't know what to say anymore." That crack in her support, huge Victoria stayed completely silent. But a source close to her offered 5 words. She was disappointed, but not surprised. Not surprised, not shocked. Disappointed, sure, but not surprised. Those words suggested this wasn't a one-time thing. This was a pattern. If Victoria's words at the gala were a spark, David Beckham's response was gasoline. The morning after, David posted a family photo with 5 words underneath. Truth always comes out in the end. He didn't tag anyone. He didn't need to. Within hours, support rolled in. Supermodels, major designers. Meanwhile, Meghan's circle, Oprah, Serena Williams, even Prince Harry went completely silent.
Insiders, Netflix has officially classified Meghan Markle as an expensive experiment, and those 3 words have sent shockwaves through Hollywood.
And in that void, public perception shifted. Victoria looked stronger, more dignified. Meghan looked isolated. When a reporter asked Victoria why she spoke at that gala, she didn't raise her voice. She simply said, "I stayed quiet because I thought it would protect everyone, but all it did was protect the wrong person." Those words weren't angry. They weren't vengeful, but they were final, absolutely final. They marked the moment Victoria Beckham decided she was done protecting someone who clearly hadn't protected her. This wasn't about a failed friendship anymore. This was about a woman who'd spent years building a reputation on grace and dignity, finally deciding that sometimes protecting yourself matters more than protecting someone else's image. And now the world's waiting. Because when Victoria Beckham speaks up once, she might speak up again. If the story she hinted at is only half of what really happened, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. If you want to see the patterns before the headlines catch up, hit subscribe. Because what Victoria just signalled, the palace heard it loud and clear. I break down every major royal move the week it happens. And what comes next. You'll want to be here for it. And here's what makes this even more explosive.
This isn't the fairy tale royal backstory. This is the part that got erased, locked away, and never spoken of again.
Sources close to the Beckhams say Victoria has kept a detailed timeline. Dates, messages, receipts, everything that happened from 2018 until now. She hasn't released any of it publicly, but people in their inner circle know it exists. And that's what has Meghan's team reportedly nervous. Because if Victoria decided to share everything she knows, everything she's documented over the years, the story we've heard so far might only be the beginning. The fashion world is watching this closely. Victoria's brand has only grown stronger since the fallout. Her latest collection sold out within hours.
By the success of Victoria's Netflix reality series,